We had to start with some actually widely scattered rain and storms this morning, but surprisingly and thankfully, if you wanted a nice afternoon to wrap up this weekend, we kept things dry throughout the day. But the start of the Time Lapse from Indigo Sky outside of Seneca, Missouri showed the clouds as that band of rain and storms held together and passed on through this morning. Then we just stayed dry throughout the afternoon and much of this evening so far. It was amazing how that line of thunderstorms that plowed on through this morning, it was more impressive when they originated out to the west yesterday evening. They were packing winds 50 to 70 miles per hour, especially up in north central, northeastern parts of Kansas. No severe weather for us, though, as it rolled on through this morning. So on the average, we got about 3/10 of an inch of rain, but areas on the Kansas side north of 400, that's a good corridor of anywhere between half an inch to almost 2 inches of rain, at least according to radar estimates. And we've just been waiting all day long to see if we got any scattered thunderstorms to develop, but now we're starting to see our radar light up a little bit more since we're starting to see more moisture and more upper level energy come in upstairs, resulting in a few thunderstorms around Table Rock Lake, and we're still waiting for additional storms to start developing out in southeastern Kansas. With that said, though, it's not going to scrub out the heat and humidity for tomorrow. As we go back into the mid-90s, low to mid-90s, and the high humidity, that's why we have heat advisories out for everybody until at least 9 o'clock tomorrow night, and I would expect these to extend all the way through much of this week. At least we're looking okay now, 7th and Range Line in Joplin. We're at 83, dew point is 73. Unfortunately, that makes it feel like 89 degrees outside. A couple upper 70s on the board, sure, but most of us are between 80 and 84 degrees. And some of us still feels like it's the upper 80s to near 90, thanks to the soupy dew points well into the 70s. Again, we're still waiting to see more scattered storms develop on top of the region as we go through the overnight, but thankfully, any chance that we have for severe weather is on the downswing as we break down the setup here. At the surface, all we really had today was this weak wind shift line working across central Kansas. It wasn't quite close enough to get anything going this afternoon, but we are seeing a little bit more energy just above the surface working together with this upper low that's still close by. So that is why I have to keep at least some scattered thunderstorm chances in the forecast. And you can see how the future track wants to pop some of these up. So we still have the chance, but if these still can develop, they'll be out of here before the morning drive. But before they fizzle out, they could certainly be capable of mainly small hail and some gusty winds between 40 and maybe 50 miles per hour. But we start in the mid-70s in the morning. Even though we look nice throughout much of the day, partly to mostly sunny, I think any storms stay to the east during the day, but you can see with the temperatures, it's going to be hot and humid. 74 in the morning, 88 by noon, highs near 94. But again, that's just the air temperatures. You factor the dew points, which will certainly be back in the 70s tomorrow. It's going to feel like 102 to almost 110. And we'll have to repeat these numbers again for Tuesday, since we'll still be on the hotter side of the jet as it's parked just to the north. I think we're dry Wednesday through Thursday, but as we see a more northwesterly flow in the jet aloft come our way by next weekend, this could try to bring a cold front in and maybe some isolated thunderstorms to go along with it. Until that can happen, though, we've got alert days out tomorrow through Thursday because of the heat and humidity staying quite high. 94 tomorrow, mid-90s pretty much through Thursday. And don't forget about the morning lows, wet and muggy in the upper 70s. Hopefully, though, Chris, we can get highs at least back into the upper 80s by Saturday and Sunday.
Just looking at those temperatures makes it feel hot already. And I mean, it still feels like it's almost 90
I know, it's like
degrees.
At times I want to do what you just said. I've got plenty of paper to fan myself down.
You're gonna need something to keep you cool,
Yeah.
that's for sure. Nick, thank you so much. Danny joining us